Who's wearing a skirt? Here comes Jane, you know she's sporting a chain. Same hair revolution, same build evolution. Tomorrow who's gonna fuss? And they love each other so. Androgynous, closer than you know. Love each other so.
Meow. So I noticed Wildheart was streaming like a Brojo after show, so I decided I was going to stream against him, create some competition. No, there's a lot of people streaming. It doesn't matter. I was going to do something anyway. I was doing something. Okay, so I got a couple of things. This other video is still uploading here, so I can do this one first. It's fine. Hello, how you doing? It's Monday. Hi, Monday. Welcome to Monday, buddy. If you didn't know, year's 2024. You can add me on chess.com, security. My numbers are always right. So somebody was trying to correct me, right? And if it turns out they're incorrect, right? Like, we were on, actually, I think maybe a couple of people tried to correct me, but anyway, we were talking on Hillary's stream about the whole works versus free grace thing, and then I was like, okay, because I listen to Praise like talk about this shit all the fucking time, right? So, and I was like, what is the so in Calvinism? I didn't crop that one, so I can't read it. It says. Protestant theological system develops, barely read it, doctrine of justification by faith alone, and emphasizes the grace of God, doctrines of predestination. Okay, so that's predestination. Hold on. Talking about Calvinism, and I was describing Calvinism. Well, what are the tenets of Calvinism? Did I get that right? I didn't get that right. So then there's the free grace argument. It teaches a person does not need to promise disciplined behavior or good works in exchange for God's eternal salvation. Thus, one cannot lose his or her salvation through sinning and potential failure. And that assurance is based on the Bible, not introspection into one's work. But in Calvinism, it's like work salvation, which is like, okay. And then this is OSAS, the one saved, always saved, a doctrine of Calvinist conceptions and free grace Protestant conceptions. See the history of Scan. What the? Anyway, it has nothing to do with Scandinavian airline system. It has to do with the idea that, like, if you're a Christian at one point, like, once you've like dedicated your heart to Jesus, even if you fall from grace, you're still like saved eternally or whatever, right? But then there's this other idea. The opposing view is the works salvation, which is what I was talking about, right? So they're both, I think, forms of Calvinism. Right? I'm not wrong about that. Like, they just differ on whether or not you are saved by the work of Jesus or whether you are redeemed by your own works. And so what they said here, works are a person's actions or deeds, that which we perform for some kind of reward, even working on. So in the context of salvation, works refers to good deeds we do, especially religious or charitable acts, or the observance of the Old Testament law. And this is what I was talking about. I think I said Levitical law, and I meant to say Mosaic law. But either way, so these are differing perspectives on Calvinism, right? And so that's what we were talking about. So my description there wasn't incorrect. So I just wanted to point that out. I was, remembering something correctly. Okay. Damn it, Jim. All right, now this one's a little lengthy. It's ready to go, so we'll put it up now.
I'm going to go to Frank.
Right now, several times in the past, and the last information that was just given by a juvenile.
And also Dr. Ken Hovind here to engage this question. Gentlemen?
Well, I understand what you're saying.
To go away because the Christians in the community don't like it.
How many nurses make that much?
None.
No, that's insanity.
And this is what it says toward the end of this lawsuit.
Of you working 60 hours a week every week, and you pulled in less than $4 grand?
13 days.
Since November of 2023, the district has refused to treat the Satanic Temple equal to other groups.
$2,000 right now.
Okay, let's talk later. It's 13. I'll be honest. I worked for 13 years as a neonatal ICU nurse. It's 13 shifts a month. Some weeks were after taxes and the union dues and everything, $800. My biggest paycheck was $1,100. I did this for years. I was struggling, living paycheck to paycheck as a nurse.
Well, then that's not 60 hours a week.
Hey, our meeting is coming up in like a week and you haven't responded to us. Like, all of these are documented and they get no response from the district. Sometimes the Satanists said some of the money they had to pay got refunded. The district continues to treat the temple as a second-class citizen in an attempt to effectuate an unconstitutional heckler's veto, bowing to internal and community hostility toward the Satanic Temple on the basis of its viewpoint, the content of its speech, and its religious beliefs.
It's what a nurse's shift is. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no. You said you worked 60 hours a week.
12-hour shift.
But they were never told why it was refunded. Given the events over the past 4 months, 4+ months, the district has shown a continuous custom, policy, and practice of attempting to constructively block and deter the Ass Club from meeting at Chimney Rock Elementary.
But I'm saying,
Yeah, but 12-hour shifts, you can work 1 day a week.
Like, it seems like the district was making it all up as they went along. So that's why they're filing this lawsuit. And I mean, when you read all the stuff the district is doing, it's kind of appalling just how overt the discrimination is. I mean, the lawsuit documents every email the Satanists sent to the district, and they never got a response to like any of them. And the emails would be like, we'd like to reserve a room. Hey, how come you don't let us reserve a room?
How many days a week were you working?
I was working 3. Okay, so as a nurse, and to support myself. So it's not something that, like, sometimes you guys think that we're bad people or that we're doing this because we want to and we're like these like slutty whores. It's also to like provide for ourselves because we're not in this relationship, or I did the society normal.
Feminists sold you a lie.
I'm just being,
So 36 hours
can
a
I
week?
try to educate you? As a nurse, my day is like, I would wake up at 5 in the morning. I get to work at 7. I work 7 to 7. I work nights for 4 years.
Yeah.
All district officials had to do was say,
So I
work
work
12s.
12.
Yeah.
1 day a week, I'd work the 4 days a week as a nurse. So you work 13 shifts a month. So depending on like how you do your shifts, but depending on if you work nights or days, I didn't say I worked 60 hours a week. There were 16-hour days because basically like you wake up at 5 in the morning. I'm not getting home until like, God forbid, I want to go to the food store after work, or I want.
and you couple that with the open hostility given when the district administrators were speaking about the club, and it seems pretty straightforward that the district is breaking the law.
I've made over $100,000 a year with overtime.
Right. And get the hang of this. Question 2 is...
In New York City.
Okay, but I'm asking, you made over $30 an hour?
You know, who would know that maybe you were called for such a time as this, or I like to say for such a time as now.
Graduating college, yes. I made over 30 for sure, yeah.
Okay, then it's actually impossible. It's actually impossible for you to have only netted in $4,000 a month. It's
And in the dream,
not even a
I live
possibility.
in New York.
The West is dying because the family is dying. Men will refuse
It's so
war.
disrespectful.
Are you
lady is ready
to be
drafted since men have the freedom to leave.
I watch Sky Fighter. Ephesians 6:12.
Not us. We probably maybe get half-inch tops of rain coming in this.
Now, you see this yellow?
This is so early in the season. Guess what? We're not going to get much here in southern Wisconsin.
At between like 5 a.m. and 5:45.
County Sheriff's Office. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said, or a righteous child who prays for him.
Adjuncts most often teach like the first couple years of undergrad, so they'll teach 100 and 200 level courses, especially.
Dude, can you please mute him? I can't. Every time I try to say something, he just won't shut the fuck up.
I haven't lost my mind. The internet has lost its mind. What's up, Sandy? So yeah, I wasn't wrong, at Hillary's channel at all. I didn't misspeak. I was correct. I don't know what all this means. Probably something unrelated. Okay. So start back at the beginning. See, there's things that we shouldn't speak about on live streams. Or maybe, yeah, just leave it alone. Just let it go. All right, so it's Monday. I have to go back to work. Didn't, yeah, didn't do that thing that I intended on doing. But I did the self-sustaining thing. Yep. Food, water, tomato juice, pants. To keep my pants. Like, it's not bad enough that you have to strip down. Piss in a cup. I kept my fucking pants. No, it's okay. I'm not emotional about it. I needed to replace those pants anyway. So I guess it was just, I know it was not intentional, but I just think it's interesting. It is interesting. So I just wanted to clarify, I was not wrong about work salvation and Calvinism. I was correct. I listened to these fuckers argue enough. I should retain some of this information. And so I have. Other than that, there's too much going on inside the cranium. Go distract myself. Maybe watch what Wild Heart's streaming about or something. Okay. Well, it was nice chatting at you. I suppose that's all for now. See you later.